Welcome back, guys, to the Utep Miners Dynasty. Here in week number 3, the 1-1 Utep Miners will host 1-1 Utah State. As coming off of a very ugly loss last week to LSU, looking for a much better win or much better play this week. And we will be at home in this one, taking on Utah State. Similar overalls, both sit at 500, looking to get their second win of the season, as this one's kicked off as Vaughn is back there to return it. And Vaughn gets some solid blocks as he's down to the 24-yard line. As Malachi Nelson last week, 2 interceptions to only 1 touchdown, had a rough game, was pressured a ton last week. Gonna look for a much better bounce back. As 1st and 10 from the 24. It's a handoff to Blaylock. Blaylock is off to the races on the first play of the game. Torrey Blaylock is gone. 76 yards on the opening play. What a start for this offense. An absolute stellar way to begin this game, as Torrey Blaylock, most likely the fastest player on the field at all times this game, takes that one all the way, and it's a fumble. He coughs it up and recovered by Utep. 1st and 10 from the 20 now. That one's lofted in the air. Roan able to get a gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 now from the 17. Nelson keeps this read option. Nelson cuts it upfield. Nelson's into the end zone. A 17-yard rushing touchdown for the junior quarterback, as a 14-0 lead within the first minute of this game. Absolutely dominating so far, with a 76-yard touchdown and a forced fumble on the kick return. As Utah State finally will take the field, as Thomas Hewitt, 3 catches for 2 touchdowns last week. He's looking to repeat what happened there, as this defense looking to find their identity here this week and early in this season. 1st and 10 from the 22, as they go with a play fake and looking for the tight end Hewitt. Actually, I believe it was Hewitt, as CJ Tiller completes his first pass of the game. 1st and 10 now from the 37. As they go with an option of their own, and in the backfield is Stratton. Tiller able to pull him forward for a gain of 1 at least. 2nd and 9 now from the 37-yard line. As Harris, Miller, and company are able to slow him up, but Derek Jamerson with a great job pushing the pile. Brings up 3rd and 2 now from the 45. Could be a huge stop for this defense. As what a spin move to break the tackle. Jamerson looked like he was stuck in the backfield. Spins away, picks up the first. And now at midfield is this Utah State offense, as it's another handoff, as this one goes for a gain of 2. Just about 5 minutes to go in this first quarter. Utah State already down 14-0, as they go with a bubble screen here. Great spin move on the outside. Bowen able to drag him out around the 20. A great play call, though, gets him inside the red zone. As another run there for Jamerson gets the first. Now 1st and 10 from the 10-yard line. Still able to get a first down here as Stratton picks him up and slams him. Great play from the linebacker. As Tillman with a great tackle there has been really solid for us early in this season as an injury timeout for one of the Utah State receivers. 3rd and 7 now from the 7-yard line. Still able to pick up a first. And the double coverage. Tillman breaks it up. And it falls incomplete. As it looks like they are going to settle for 3 here. This one's up. And it's going to be no good. Wide left. And things cannot get worse for Utah State. As Nelson drops back the pass. Goes up to Cheeks. Can't hang on. Hit him right in the hands. But Cash Cheeks, the senior tight end, not able to hang on to it. 2nd and 10 now from the 20. Blaylock gets his 2nd touch of the game. This one goes for 4. As 3rd and 6 now from the 24-yard line. As Roan underneath picks up the first, tries to juke out a couple defenders, not able to do so. Gain of 9 though, and a new set of downs here for Utep. 1st and 10 from the 33. They go with a play action fake. Right across the middle is Roan yet again. Down to the 45 now. 3 catches for 34 yards. This offense is moving. 1st and 10. Receiver coming in motion. They go with a fake to him and a fake to Blaylock, but sacked on the play is Nelson. Loss of 5 brings up 2nd and 15 from midfield now. Has tried to get it to Casper, but might be a hold. This is going to be a hold on the offensive lineman. See if they'll accept it or decline it. They actually accept it to give us 2nd down again. 2nd and 25 now. As Blaylock gets this handoff, he's able to pick up about 8 on the play. We'll bring up 3rd and 17 now. Right around midfield yet again. An empty look here. Underneath the Roan. Roan trucking his way. Picks up the first down. And Roan is having a monster game here to begin the 1st quarter. As Nelson just eats that one as they read out the bubble screen perfectly. John Miller and company able to come in and get the sack. Loss of 7. It's Blaylock with a couple there. Gain of 3. 3rd and 14 now. Just trying to get back in the field goal range. As had Blaylock with a ton of running room, and he might still be running. Now we call upon the freshman kicker. This one's going to be up. Does it have the distance? Off the upright and no good. Andre North not able to bang it home. The 55-yard field goal. Very difficult to make. And a quick first down for Corey Thompson and Utah State. That will end the 1st quarter. 14-0 Utep. Jumping off to an early lead with a 76-yard rushing touchdown. Capped off with a fumble on the kick return. Utah State trying to fight back into this one slowly but surely. Have the ball right around midfield here. Here comes some pressure. Picked up nicely by Utah State as he's pushed out at the 33. As Caleb Mitchell goes for 18 on the play. Brings up 1st and 10 now from the 33-yard line. They go with a play action fake. As Mark isn't able to bring him down, but a big hit there. Believe it was from Gold. Gold able to make the monster hit. Brings him down after a 7-yard pickup. And down in the backfield, Coker. First one to get to him. Harris Miller in on the tackle as well. Brings up 3rd and 6 now from the 30. They send 5 here. Some pressure at the end. As Phillips. 50-50 ball. Not in his favor. He has struggled for us to begin this season. 1st and goal now. They go with an option play. As a easy score there for Utah State. As Jamerson walks into the end zone. Making it a 7-point ball game now. A nice drive there from Utah State after the missed field goal. Bringing it back to 1 score with 6:16 left in the second. Ferguson back to return this one. Ferguson not fast enough to get by the edge defender. They go with an empty look to start off this drive. Nelson drops back to pass. Casper wide open, but there's a flag down on the play. Believe it's going to be called back due to a hold. And it is a hold on James Williams, the sophomore guard. Sets us back to 1st and 19 now from the 9. As it's a run to Blaylock. Blaylock with a burst of speed, a 1st down and more. Down to the 31 and over 100 yards on the game already. Is Torrey Blaylock. 5 carries, 114 yards and a touchdown. As a nice deflection there by the safety. Nelson thought he had an easy one. Second and 10 now from the 31-yard line. Risky pass. Thought he was going to continue running, and it's picked off. Nelson, 3 picks in 2 games so far. Right across the middle. Big hit from Adu. Second and inches now from the 24. As a gang tackle down at the 19, but inside the red zone after the turnover. First and 10 from the 19-yard line. And deflected in the air by Harris. Falls incomplete. Second and 10 now from the 19-yard line. Drops back to pass. Underneath route. Big hit from Gold, but a 1st down and gets him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. As Bowen flying in. Making a great tackle there. Only a gain of 1. Second and goal from the 7-yard line. Utah State trying to tie this one up here. And they're going to Jamerson with the nasty juke move. And into the end zone. Second touchdown of the game for Derek Jamerson. As Utah State has clawed back into this one. They're going down 14-0 in the first minute. Now tying it up with 3:40 to go in the second. As this Utep offense has completely stalled out after a missed field goal. Now an interception. As Vaughn back there to return this one. Great juke move. Nothing after that. Gets to the 25. First and 10 from the 25-yard line. Back to Blaylock. Breaks the first tackle. Blaylock just short of a 1st. Second and inches now from the 35-yard line. Casper underneath. Casper able to get to the 48-yard line. Kyler Casper with his first catch of the game. Had one earlier but called back due to a hold. 1st and 10 from the 48. Clock is ticking. Nelson, nothing able to happen due to the pressure. Had a couple guys open, just has to make a decision quicker. 2nd and 10 now from the 48. As Ferguson left all alone with a good juke move. And inside the 25 down to the 23. His first catch of the season, I believe. The freshman receiver. 1st and 10 now. Blaylock. Good juke move. Gets a first and down to the 10. A 13-yard pickup for Torrey Blaylock. Brings us to the 2-minute warning. Now 1st and 10 from the 10. As they hit Cash Cheeks underneath on the RPO, he's able to pick up 7. Gets us down to 2nd and 3 from the 3, and a timeout here from Utah State, trying to get this football back. Blaylock in the backfield. Burst of speed, and he's in! 2nd touchdown of the game for Torrey Blaylock, and he's up to 140 rushing yards in the first half. Regains the lead as this Utep Miners team. As we kick this one deep here, Utah State gonna have a chance to return it. As he's brought down at the 14. First and 10 from the 14. 1:46 left. They have 2 timeouts. They go with a run here. A good run to begin the drive. Able to get down to the 31. As he goes with an empty look here. Great coverage. Incomplete. Broken up at the last second. 2nd and 10 now from the 31. As he drops back the pass yet again. Big hit from Gold. Gold with a monster hit. Brings up 3rd and 4. They are still in an empty look here. Into coverage, nearly picked off. Jaden Gold making play after play right now. That one falls incomplete, and still 1:14 left. All 3 timeouts. Ferguson back to return this punt. He's only able to bring it to the 26, but plenty of time here for Utep to put up some points. 1st and 10. Nelson with a handoff. Blaylock. Another monster run. Gain of 9. Now 40 seconds left in this first half. Plenty of time still. Blaylock on the outside. Lofted deep. And it's dropped. Torrey Blaylock would have walked in for his 3rd of the game, but ends up dropping it. Makes it up with this run as Troy Van Dyke, one of our offensive linemen, down with an injury, but Blaylock over 160 yards now. 1st and 10, 30 seconds to go. Tried to go with the one-on-one matchup as Van Dyke will be back. They tried to go with the one-on-one matchup to Casper. Just not enough time to get it to him, as Ferguson with his 2nd catch of the game and a quick timeout from Utep. Third and 3 now from the 43. Nelson buying some time. Looking downfield. Has Casper wide open. A great juke move. Gets him inside the 15 down to the 12. As Utep threatening the score once again. 1st and 10 from the 12. Nelson drops back the pass. Hits Roan underneath. Roan down to the 1. The Alexa kick in is no good. As Utah State just survives going into halftime, only down 7. As another missed field goal in this one. It's a very difficult kick. Got to be able to hit it. Now only a 7-point ball game. As both rushing attacks have been solid so far in this one. We'll see which defense is able to pick up the stop first. As Utah State brings this kick down to the 21. And we'll see how this offense comes out and starts the second half. As they're all over the run there, Stratton the first to get to him, Coker in on it. Still waiting for one of these pass rushers to really step up here. Here comes some pressure on the outside, and Harris Miller on the inside as well. Able to force some pressure there. Got Mark and Bowen rushing off the edge here. 3rd and 10 now from the 21. As he's looking deep. Phelps on the outside, and he's beat! Dylan Phelps gives up a touchdown. Phelps beat deep, and the struggles continue for him early on in this season. As 3rd and long, not a good down for this Utep defense so far this season. Is Vaughn back to return yet another? Nothing for him. Down to the 19. First and 10 from the 19-yard line. Blaylock able to gain 5 on his first carry of the second half. Up to 169 rushing yards. 2nd and 5 now from the 24. Tried to loft it deep. Hit as he threw it. And it's picked off. As Nelson taking a monster step back in year 2 of this dynasty. 1st and 10 from the 39 now. There's a good run there from Jamerson. Able to get down to the 24, and Utah State for the first time threatening to take the lead. Second and 8 now from the 22. As Stratton blowing that one up. Nothing for him. That's his 3rd tackle for loss. Stratton all over the run here this game. 3rd and 10 now from the 24-yard line. Can the defense get one more stop? They chip Farmer. Wide open across the middle. Great spin move. Gets him down to the 1. First and goal from the 1. What an option play, and Tiller is into the end zone. Taking the lead for Utah State for the first time in this one. CJ Tiller has led his team back from down 14-0 to take a 28-21 lead midway through this third quarter. Have outscored them 28-7 since the first quarter. Vaughn back to return this one. Nothing for him. So they're going to have to figure this offense out here. 1st and 10 now. Nelson is expecting a big season out of him. His Cheeks goes up and gets that one down to the 34. First and 10 from the 34-yard line. This Blaylock just able to get 2 on his carry. Nearing 200 rushing yards. 2nd and 8 now from the 36. Nelson takes off. Nelson with a lot of room and a lot of speed. Gets to the 43. It's only his 2nd time he's ran so far in this one, but has used his legs wisely. 1st and 10 now from the 43-yard line. Blaylock able to fall forward for another gain of 2. Second and 8 now from the 41. And it's picked! It's jumped a missed block from Brown! And it's returned for 6. E.J. Fisk jumps the route, and a completely blown up play as Roan and Jaden Brown over there both missing a key block as Casper had a ton of running room. As now down 14 late in this third quarter. Vaughn's hit by his own man, brought down. It's the 3rd pick of the game for Nelson. 5 in the last 2 weeks. Cash Cheeks just able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Tried to outrun the safety. Wasn't able to though. Brings up 2nd and 10 from the 19. As Blaylock, great run, gets to the 42. Continuing his monster game, 5 yards away from 200. Down goes Nelson. Nothing open downfield. The offensive woes continue here in this one. 2nd and 16 now from the 36. Completely untouched. And down goes Nelson again. What is going on with this offense? 3rd and 26 now. Cheeks tries to go up and get it. Falls incomplete. As a key drive led to a punt. As good coverage by Content there. Able to slow him up, but now got to rely on this defense to get a stop, and they haven't been able to since the first quarter. 1st and 10. Mark with a great tackle there, only a gain of 2 on Jamerson. He's nearing 100 on the game. 2nd and 8 now from the 36. Madu pushes him out right around midfield and just not able to slow down anything on this offense right now. 1st and 10. Phelps gives up another first. Thompson having his way over there. All started on the 3rd and 10. Given up by Phelps. Monster touchdown. Pushes him out finally at the 25, but Jamerson down with an injury. Don't like to see that if you're Utah State. Utep probably with a sigh of relief. Stratton all over it. Page now down with his 2nd injury of the game. Second and 11 now from the 26. He drops back the pass. Here comes the pressure, and down he goes! The first sack of the game for Utep. Taylor coming off the edge, screaming. Might have gave this Utep Miners some life here. Skylar Casper, 7 targets, but only 2 catches. Looking for a little bit more out of him here in this fourth. We're down 14. It's wide open across the middle. Monster hit though by Bowen, but right in the field goal range. A chipped shot here, as it is right down the middle. Is Utah State extending their lead to 17. Gonna have to hit a couple of big plays here and score quickly. Ferguson dragged down right at the 13-yard line. Cannot make any more mistakes. First and 10 from the 13-yard line. On the sideline and incomplete. Tried to hit Brown underneath. Nelson seen ghost out there. Second and 10 from the 13. Nobody blocking for Nelson. He had Casper open. Third and 10 now from the 13-yard line. Blaylock able to use his speed and get the first on the screen. Great job from Torrey Blaylock. Over 200 scrimmage yards on the game. Seems like the only player that actually came to play, and he gets another handoff. Another first down, and he's down with an injury. Not a good sign for this offense. First and 10. As he keeps trying to go to Casper, he had one-on-one. Falls incomplete as the pressure just screaming home. Second and 10 now from the 36. More pressure coming after him. Now Nelson taking a beating back there. Third and 10 from the 36. Got Barnes in at running back. Brown underneath. Picks up the first down to the 49, and they're going to have to hurry back to the line here. Trying to go quickly. Down 17. Not a lot of time left. Casper goes up and gets that one for a gain of 9. Second and 1 now from the 42. Hurrying back to the line of scrimmage. Nelson just tosses that one away, and Jake Riggs down with an injury. Dealt with a lot last season. Third and 1 now from the 42. As he had Roan wide open. And he completely whiffed on him. Fourth and 1 now from the 42. Cash Cheeks keeping the drive and the game alive for just another drive. First and 10 from the 39. Roan coming in motion. It's a fake to him. Blaylock underneath with a good juke down to the 19. Barnes subs back in the game at running back. First and 10 from the 19-yard line. Roan underneath, pushed out at the 4. First and goal from the 4. Barnes stuffed at the 1. Need a touchdown here. Nelson not able to get it. They're hurrying back to the line. Same exact play call here. Nelson is stuffed and now he's down. Down on the play is Nelson. Emmanuel Jr., the transfer quarterback, coming in, and Wall is in for the touchdown. Nelson is able to return the sophomore Isaiah Wall with a touchdown, making it a 10-point ball game. With just under 5 to go, plenty of time with all 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning here. But the defense is going to have to get a stop. They down him at the 20. First and 10 from the 20-yard line. An empty look. They go with a QB draw play as it's stuffed after 4 yards. Second and 6 now from the 25. They go with an option play. And he's going to be just short. Third and inches. And he just gets it. First and 10 from the 31. And it's a forced fumble. Harris Miller with the recovery. Stratton forces it loose. First and 10. The offense finding some life. A risky ball there falls incomplete. As a foot contusion for Harris Miller. A lot of injuries so far in this one. As Wall able to get 3 or 4. Third and 6 now from the 30. As Brown, with his first snag of the game, gets the first. First and 10 from the 21. Barnes able to hang on to that one. Second and 5 from the 16-yard line. Underneath to Casper. Casper, first down to the 7. They're hurrying back to the line. They could score before the 2-minute warning here. It'd be great. Barnes with a handoff. Touchdown, Utep. Lance Barnes, the sophomore running back, is in. Bringing it to a 3-point ball game. And just like that, Utep is back in it. Got to be able to tackle though on the kick return, and they do. First and 10 now from the 26. Jamerson still not out there. And a big tackle, saving a first down, and he steps out right at the 32. Second and 4 now from the 32. Tight end in motion. It's a handoff, and he's stuffed. Only a gain of 1 for Crawford. Third and 3 now. Big third down here. They drop back the pass. Here comes the pressure. Farmer! It's a fumble! Recovered by Utah State with a quick timeout. Farmer with a huge sack to get Utep the ball back. As Ferguson back deep, but gonna fair catch this one at the 26. Wall in this game. No Blaylock, no Jamerson. Wall with an 8-yard carry there to begin the drive. Second and 2 now from the 34. 50 seconds left in this one. He lost it. Casper's open. Down to the 44 and a timeout. Closing in on field goal range. First and 10 now from the 44-yard line. Nelson has him open and he misses Roan. And he cannot believe it. Second and 10 now after the missed pass. As Roan able to hang on to this one and step out after a 7-yard pickup. Would have walked it off with that touchdown. Now a 3rd and 3 from the 36. Barnes breaking tackles down to the 25 and they're hurrying to the line. First and 10 now. Cheeks able to get that catch down to the 11. First and 10 now from the 11-yard line. Quick pass underneath. Brown. Can he get in? No. Timeout, Utep. First and goal from the 1. Utep runs the ball and Antonio Barnes is in. Or Lance Barnes. Lance Barnes with his 2nd score of the game. Giving Utep the lead and coming back from 17 points in the 4th. Still 16 seconds left though. As he's brought down at the 16. Still plenty of time here to mess up if you're Utep. First and 10. A missed sack there. Tiller takes off. Tiller down to the 41 and they're going to get a shot at a Hail Mary here. Going to be able to toss this one up with 4 seconds to go. As it's deep. No one back there and it's picked off by Phelps. And that's going to do it. Utep with the comeback, winning 42-38. What a 4th quarter. 21-3 in the 4th, coming all the way back to improve to 2-1 on the season. And what a 4th quarter for Malachi Nelson. 25 of 43, 309 yards, no touchdowns with 3 interceptions, but an excellent 4th quarter to lead us back to a victory. As Torrey Blaylock went down in the 4th with an injury. But 15 carries, 208 yards, 2 touchdowns. Nelson with a rushing touchdown. Lance Barnes with 2 rushing touchdowns. And Isaiah Wall with a rushing touchdown. As Amarian Roan, 7 catches, 84 yards. Kyler Casper, 5 catches, 89 yards. Couple of drops here from a couple players, but nice job overall. As a lot of pressure throughout the game. As Madu led the team in tackles, the transfer, JUCO. As Stratton, 4 tackles for loss in this one. As Kelton Farmer with a sack and Equan Taylor with a sack as well. And a pick from Phelps at the end, maybe to give him a confidence boost. There's Gold and Bowen with a pass deflection each. As Farmer with a forced fumble. Stratton with a forced fumble. And Dylan Brown-Turner with a forced fumble on the kick return. And recovered 2 of the 3 fumbles. A great job there. Bringing life back into UTEP as we improve to 2-1 on the season. And what a game and what a finish. You can continue with the momentum heading into next week, and I'll see y'all then. Peace.